Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to go in depth a little bit on XLM or Stellar Lumens, just kind of talk about it, why I think that everybody should be holding a little bit of Stellar Lumens, especially if you do hold XRP. So with that being said, let's just get into the market. Let's refresh it. Let's check out what is happening. We're seeing it's almost up about 10%, sitting around the $1.95 trillion market cap. Bitcoin ranging around the 43.6K zone, totally fine. Ethereum around the $3,000 level. XRP still around the dollar level. And our lovely friend XLM, or Stellar Lumens, down here at about the 25 position, sitting around 30 cents. Now, the interesting thing about XLM, for what it is worth, right? We talk about XRP compared to XLM a lot. A lot of people compare XLM and XRP, but there's really no comparison here. The biggest thing here, or I should say the biggest difference, is pretty much the end goal of each asset. XRP built more for banks and also B2B payments, also leveraging SMEs a little bit. When we're talking about XLM, XLM is specifically catering to the P2P market or peer-to-peer payment sector. So more so for retail use, not so much for banking use. Of course, it does have that usability, but I just think that XRP, for what it is worth, is going to take over that sector more so than Stellar in a sense. But we could still get this for under 30 cents, which is a significant level to buy at, and we're going to be talking about that and why I think so. So with that being said, let's just jump into the overall price chart for XLM or Stellar Lumens, currently trading at about 29 cents, like I said. Now, the interesting thing about Stellar Lumens is that this year alone we did hit about 80 cents. Now, the all-time high is about at $1.04 on some exchanges. We're using Binance for an example. So right now, this is pretty much bottom floor still. Okay, just so you guys know, from the bottoming point this year, okay, or I should say this summer, because this is going all the way back to, December back here at those prices. But from the current bottom in the summer to our current prices now, we are only up about 50%, so not too much movement. It's about 10 cents overall. Okay, so when we were originally buying XLM, or I should say when a lot of people were originally buying XLM, it was down in the centiles, right? Around 8 cents, 10 cents or so. Nothing too crazy, realistically speaking. Now, if you did hold this for a significant amount of time, you are in significant profit even still if you were holding from back here, or even if you sold up here and rebought down here. So overall, when we're talking about my end goal price targets for Stellar Lumens, where do I think that it could go this bull run? Well, it trails behind XRP significantly a little bit, right? XRP, for what it is worth in 2017, 2018, it did top out around $3.84 on some exchanges. So we'll go off at $3.84. And we do know that Stellar Lumens topped out at about $1.04, so a little bit less than what XRP did. If we're talking about XRP going to about $25 this bull run at the high end, or to say for so $15, right? We could expect, XLM to be around the $5 range. All right, $5 is my personal target point for XLM. Okay, so around $2.50 to $5 with higher targets. I even said in my Discord, right? I said it multiple times that when we're talking about price predictions for XLM, I think XLM is going to be one of those gems that really kind of spark up during the end of the bull run. I do have targets up to the $10 range on XLM. So I do think that $2.50 is the initial profit point taking. I think it's not too bad of a profit point there. Also, $5, a little bit more exit. I would originally take out my initial investment at about $2.50. I think that we could easily hit that target. $5 I think could be targeted as well, with high targets up into the $10 range. Now, overall, when we're talking about these price targets, they're not guaranteed to happen, so it is what it is, but we do know from our current level that we're looking at roughly almost a 3x at least, even if we just go to $1.04, which is the previous all-time high. But I think that we blow that all-time high out of the water, especially for what XLM or Stellar Lumens is doing. Now, let's jump into the overall case studies on how this is being utilized. So here are some how businesses are creating world-changing financial tools, case studies utilizing XLM or Stellar. So we do see Tempo and Cowrie. They're using it to remove the friction of traditional remittance flows by building their own remittance corridor on Stellar, empowering their customers to exchange money more efficiently. Satoshi Pay eliminates the need for ads and paywalls by allowing customers to micropay for online content. And then we also see Soldo allows migrant workers to support family members back home by making it easier to pay bills across borders. Again, what I was saying is that this is more so for, pretty much, if you look at it from an aspect on how it's going to be utilized to what it's supposed to be utilized for, this is being utilized just the way that it was supposed to be. This is more so for retail use, more so for people like you and me, not for banks, not for financial institutions, but it could be utilized that way. Now, when we're talking about what they're really kind of doing, we're talking about, the open network for storing and moving money, similar to what XRP is doing, just kind of reworded a little bit. We do know that Stellar Lumens at one point in time was a fork of XRP before the code got changed a bit. So when we're talking about XLM, I think XLM is the XRP use for P2P. Now, if we're talking about Stellar for fintech applications, we're talking about fintech companies around the world trying to solve today's most important problem, and that is pretty much the overall idea of efficient, reliable, and affordable use through the financial system. Now, we do know that Stellar is compliant, decentralized, proven, with Stellar, fintech platforms can offer global access to USDC and other stablecoins. This is more so for pretty much transacting cross borders, especially even utilizing wire transfers and all that kind of stuff in a better way. So we also see here easy cash in and onboarding, new cash out destinations, including mobile money. Again, back to what I was saying, P2P, peer-to-peer payments flow. This is all good in regards to P2P payments. Now, they also do offer the Stellar Anchor Network, which is extending the reach of wallet applications to new geographies around the world. So this is going to also allow for more use outside of the United States, or say so you're transacting with other individuals around the world. Maybe you're running your online business and you want to transact with some employees on an easy, almost fee-less network. Stellar would be your choice. Now, we're also seeing cross-border payments, Tempo, Cowrie, Flutterwave. We also see Vibrant and Wire. I actually used Wire multiple times for wire transfers. We're seeing savings in yield in tokenized versions of USD and other fiat currencies. P2P transactions and savings account for the underbank. Again, all for real, use cases in regards to the P2P sector as well as retail sector. So we do see the benefits of Stellar: interoperable, stability, efficiency as well. Start using Stellar. These are some of the anchors and available features as well. Pretty cool to see overall, and of course you could kind of fill this out and whatever. But overall, when we're talking about Stellar, we also see Stellar for remittances, again similar to XRP in a way. Again, this is the challenges with traditional remittances. They're talking about how Stellar works, how it helps, all that kind of stuff. Now, this is pretty much how it would work in regards to know your customer, all that kind of stuff in regards to bank transfers and all that kind of stuff. I think that this is interesting. I think that this could be big in a way as well. Like I said, if you're holding XRP, it does not, it does not hurt to hold Stellar at all. Because I think that Stellar is going to be huge in the P2P sector, not so much in the B2B sector or the banking sector overall. So when we're talking about this, we also talk about Stellar for cross-border payments. This is more so talking about cross-border payments and B2B payments as well. Again, going back to what I just said, yeah, sure, they are in the B2B sector and also the cross-border sector, but I just don't think that they're going to be utilized as much as XRP. Why? Well, it's very simple. Stellar does not have the overall partnerships that XRP has. XRP is already partnered with 300 plus financial institutions and banks around the world. They are already ramping up ODL services throughout the overseas countries as well. And here's Stellar. They don't really have too much going on in that aspect, so it's going to take them a little bit longer to actually get into that sector. But also, we do see that they're talking about B2B and also P2E and B2C payments, and they're talking about how this does work, how it could work as well. I just don't think that for what it is worth, there's so much going to be the number one choice. I've talked about it multiple times as well. Now, overall, you could read more about Stellar, but I just think for what it is worth in regards to use use cases and utility cases behind it. I think the future is bright for the P2P sector on Stellar because XRP is not really focused on that. XRP is more so focused on replacing Swift entirely and getting into the B2B banking sectors. It's the banker's coin, as you guys already have known in the past. So I think XLM does have a bright future in the P2P and XRP in the B2B, and it doesn't hurt to hold both at all, especially when XLM is at these low-cost prices. I think the future is bright for this asset in this space, especially even in this bull run. I think that we still have a lot of juice left in the tank. I think that we could easily hit $1.04 plus with those high targets of $2.50 to $5 to even $10. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys don't want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this before. This has been Nick. Peace out.